Well, Kam Chancellor is officially back with the Seahawks, so the defense, at least within a reasonable amount of time, will go back to being a different defense. He is that kind of player. I think he's more valuable than J.J. Watt because he covers more space and covers more people. And I think they're a totally different football team. And Peter King, mmqb.com, is joining us here in the Herd. All right, so Kam is back. How much of this, Peter, in your opinion, is because they're 0-2 and that's why he's back?
I don't think any of it is 0-2, Colin. I think it's that Kam Chancellor saw that after losing $540,000 at least, and it may be significantly more depending on what happens with incentives and what happens with the fines and whether the Seahawks choose to collect those. And I know there are some, in the organization who think that they ought to play this totally by the book to discourage future holdouts. But having said that, this all happened, and he came back in because no matter what anybody says, because Kam Chancellor realized that John Schneider, the general manager, and Paul Allen, the owner of this team, were not going to budge, and we're not going to redo a contract that had 3 years left on it.
I mean, in the end, Peter, they've been to back-to-back Super Bowls. Couldn't I argue the Seahawks had some equity with their fan base, and they really here had the leverage?
It surprised me, Colin. We at the MMQB ran a column by Robert Klemko a week or so ago about how, hey, here's Kam Chancellor's side in this. I think Klemko had some empathy for Chancellor. And so he wrote it, and there was no question that the reaction to that column was basically, you're nuts. He's got 3 years left, and this was from Seahawks fans who didn't want the Seahawks to give in. So I think the majority of people in the Pacific Northwest viewed that this was if you're gonna affix blame, that this was Chancellor's fault and certainly not the Seahawks.